Hey Tony, how's it going? Good morning, Tony. Haven't seen you in a while. In fact, I saw you at broadcasting earlier. I was at work, I couldn't watch it, but I watched a few seconds of it. The crew too, I saw like some sort of airplane you was in. Looked pretty good. Thank you very much, Tony. What are you doing up this early, Tony? I've got a day off work tomorrow. I hope you can hear me alright. Can you hear me alright? I haven't even checked audio settings. Right, test the audio. Hello, Riddler. Okay, seems to be working okay. How many carriages have we got? Don't even know. Oh, 3 carriages, okay. Good stuff. The outside of the train view, this view here, is a little bit louder than this one. Don't know why the game does that. Free, a noob train, yes. So speed limit is 90 mile an hour on this track. No, it's not. It's 125 mile an hour is the speed limit on this track, but this vehicle is only capable of doing 90 mile an hour, and it takes ages to get there. This is a class. This is a network turbo, class 166. Probably get a view of the front actually. Nothing spectacular. It's built in 1992. This train exists in real life. 93 from Bombardier Transportation, which is a British company, which is good because it creates jobs in the UK. They're currently building. Just gonna horn for going through Twyford station here. Yeah, Bombardier Transportation have built quite a few trains that you see every day, and which is really good because people that want to buy trains, which are usually companies that then lease them out to railway companies in the UK, if they pick Bombardier Transportation or other manufacturers that are UK based, it helps grow the economy in the UK and keeps jobs, so it's good. So that little ding there is our signals green ahead. Choo choo choo. got my beer. I'm drink driving actually. I've got. I'm off work tomorrow, so I've got my beer. Oh, just cancel that beep. That's the microwave letting me know that my hot dog's done. My Rustler's hot dog. Got my beer on the side here. Yeah, that beeping's just the dead man handle that you can cancel down here. Making sure you're alive. Goes off every 60 seconds unless you change the speed of the train. Have you thought about playing Thomas the Tank Engine game? I might do. Should I get it and broadcast live? Have 2 beers. I'm on my 3rd beer, so I've got another 2 to go. So 10 miles for our first stop. And we're currently at 90 mile an hour now, which is good. Vehicle's top speed. Smash the like button, please. That's DSD going off, dead man handle again. You want a beer? I've never seen you drink beer in my life. It's like 1:36 in the morning here. Nah, no chance. I did a camera years ago on GTA, 2015 I think it was. I used a camera and got a lot of, a decent amount of racist comments, so there's no point feeding the trolls on that one. Nice one, Riddles. Yeah, it's all good. I think unless you're like in your 20s, female with a low cut top and a decent gamer, having a camera's, me personally, that's my opinion. I know you've got one, Tone. I mean, you do well with yours, but I was thinking of just getting a camera, putting Riddler in front of the camera, but playing GTA so it looks like she's playing it, and then I might get more subs because put Riddler in like a low cut top. Then play GTA and the camera's pointing at her. Right, should get some DSD in a second here. Got 6.4 miles for our first stop. There's the DSD coming up to Maidenhead station, and speed limit's still staying the same at 125. Vehicle's top speed 90. Looks good to me. Going to horn for Maidenhead station, so any idiots that are near the platform don't get killed. Right, there's some staff shortages, so I've got to do 2 jobs. Tickets, please. Tickets, please. Tickets, please. Tickets. Got back just in time for the DSD. Right, 4.6 miles to go. I've got my smart card just to make your life difficult. I can't remember the last time I've scanned one of those. Right, just gonna horn for, what station are we at here? Is this Taplow? Looks like Taplow to me. 4 miles to go for our first stop. Push of the week videos you do, which are awesome, should bring subscribers. You'll hit it big someday. Yeah, that would be nice, Tony. That would be nice. I do try and I've got a strict regime with my push of the week videos on like it's got to, you know, they've got to start the fight. It's you know, they have to then either rage quit or go passive modes, preferably use, you know, shitty methods of attempting to kill people as well, like the Oppressor Mark II or Jet, which is fine by me, stuff like that. And it's got to tell the story. The push of the week videos has got to tell the story. For example, if they get a kill on me, that's absolutely definitely going in the video, because that's a part of the story. I've seen so many people on YouTube, GTA players on YouTube, and they go to they just do like a montage of orbital cannon kills, and they've got like 3,000, 4,000 subscribers. I just don't get it. You know, they just spend a whole day just orbital cannon people and rage quitting, and they just put that into a video, and they've got 4,000 subscribers with people saying, "Oh, good shit, bro, good shit." And I'm like, "Are you serious? Are you serious?" And then there's the clickbait people like Mr. Boss for the win and Sanando. He got his account banned, Sanando. I'm just going to take off the power here because we're 1 mile from our first stop at Slough. So I'm going to put in brake notch 1 and take that straight off again. Actually, I think we're good to coast this one in. GTA Online is toxic, yeah. Right, 0.7. Let's stick in brake notch 2 at 82 mile an hour coming up to our first stop, Slough. Take it down to brake 1, 66, cancel the AWS telling me that the signal ahead isn't green, or that there's some sort of speed limit or something. 60 mile an hour coming in at 500 feet to go. I'm going to take the brake up to brake 2, because we're coming in a bit too fast, 400 feet, yards to go. We'll take it down to 30, that's the banner repeater on the left hand side telling us that the next signal's green. Take the brake off completely and instantly apply 1 again. Here's the AWS ping for the green signal ahead. We stay on brake notch 1 until we get just into the red. We'd put it on 2. Nice and slow it down nicely just so we hit the end. 40 yards to go. Take everything off and then slap it on 3. Slap it on 3. Make sure the doors are on the platform, which they are. We open the doors. Okay. Yep. We can open. Is it going to work? Unlock left. Go to our cab view. Just going to make sure we got yeah, number 3. Now we take the brake down to 1, so we don't roll anywhere, but we can get a faster start. Ooh. Don't forget this button actually. If we're getting outside, we just turn this one on, the DRA. There's some twins there that got off the... Oh, I wonder where they're going. Right, ladies, can I come with you? 2 twins? Flirt with the twins. I was thinking of doing that, but I've got to close the doors in a second, so... Right, lock doors. Wait, yeah, it looks clear to me, so we will lock the doors. This button here should lock all the doors except my one. Yeah, sounds good. Let's go. Close my door, turn off the DRA, and then just Slap it in full throttle. Oh, I should check the signal first. Yeah, signal's green. I suppose the overlap of this is quite good, which means if I did power up without checking the signal, I'd be able to stop in time if I did check it more or less reasonably straight after powering up. Go through red, no way, no way. This is train sim game, this is not bloody train wreck simulator. I've been playing this game since day of launch, play it probably maybe once a month, and there's only 2 times I've gone through a red light, which is they call SPAD in the real world, which I'm a little bit familiar with. And yeah, it's not a good feeling. Even in the game it's not a good feeling. Can't imagine what it's like when it's risking your career on the line. You can't wreck the train, it just comes up with collision when you crash. I'm sure you've seen that. Right, so we've left Slough, we've got 17 miles to go to London Paddington. Signal passed at danger, yeah, the SPAD. Did you know there's a SAS SPAD as well, which is starting signal passed at danger. That's, well, that would have been a SAS SPAD if I went through a red there, leaving that station. SAS SPADs are actually quite common, because like a driver would stop at a station, he stops at the station, the signal head is green, his DOO, which is driver operated only, so there's no train guard or anything, there's no dispatchers, and let's say there's some sort of issue, like, you know, he's concentrating and there's somebody pissing around, there's some drunk guy on the platform that he wants to make sure that as he's applied power to the train, that drunk guy's not near the train. So he closes the doors, applies power, but forgets to check the signal because he's concentrating on the drunk guy. Now the signal was green when he stopped at that station, but it's now gone to red because the signaller knows that train stopped, and for whatever reason he wants to hold him there, maybe for something to cross over that track ahead. So then the driver powers up, still looking back out of his window, down the platform, hold on. It's a horn from Langley station, and then goes straight past the red signal. Then the hopefully the signal's protected with TPWS, which is the little switch up there that we've got turned on, I believe. There we go. I don't know if you can see that on your screen. TPWSIS, which is if the signal's protected with that, then that will engage and stop the train. Also, if the signal's protected with the AWS magnet, it will stop the train. But yeah, it does happen. It happens. I'd say it used to happen more often than normal SPADs, but in the real world we're talking here, not the game. Happens quite a lot of level crossings. I mean, there's a station right by a level crossing. But this is only documents that I've read. I've not, you know, witnessed this myself. Right, coming up to Ivor Station. 15 miles to get to London. Track speed is 125 mile an hour. Vehicle top speed 90 mile an hour. And we're in a class 166 network turbo for GWR, 3 coaches. Oh, I've not clicked. No. I tried to click Q on the keyboard to cancel the DSD, and I almost pressed the door release button, the initial door release button, which is tab, which is right next to Q. We don't need that. Yeah, if the train stopped there, that would definitely be late, because then if the train stops under DSD, in fact, should we do it? Should we let the train stop under DSD and see what happens? Have you seen, I'm sure Riddles, you've seen the train stop under DSD. Right, this is, oh, you haven't? You mean no, don't do it, or no, you haven't seen it? How's it going, Rob? Rob and Diego, is that? Oh, don't do it. Okay, Riddles, no worries. Get some view change here. Look at the countryside a bit. It's DSD kicking off. Cancel that with a Q on the keyboard. This is one of the few games. This is one of the few games on the PlayStation 4 that you can use a keyboard with without any special bypassing software. So in addition to using the keyboard, you can use the controller as well while using the keyboard. So I've got the controller on my lap, which is just sitting there doing nothing, and the keyboard that I use to control the train. In fact, you get more functionality with the keyboard with the views and stuff. So this is Heathrow Airport Junction. So behind us is that's the rear view. That's the turning off to Heathrow Airport. So we're coming up to Hayes and Harlington Station, which is the turn off from the main line, the Great Western Main Line. Off Crossrail trains will be running to. It's currently called TfL Rail. That ping there is our signal green ahead, and we'll cancel the dead man switch. Welcome to Hogwarts, Harry Potter. Yeah, I do, Rob. Yeah, you stopped by a few times, Rob, on my broadcasts for the train game. Just going to horn for Southall. Sorry, West Drayton. No, where are we? Hayes and Harlington. That's the station name. Yeah, Rob, you've dropped by a few times. Good to see you again. I haven't broadcast this in a while. I've been quite busy playing GTA. Waiting for an update, because all of my broadcasts on this are literally the same, but I don't really want to play any of the European trains on this. I prefer the English trains or the British trains, not just because of the model, just how the track layout is, how the AWS and the other safety systems work. It's quite familiar to me, so I prefer this system. The German safety system is very difficult to understand. It's like a degree knowing how it works, and I think it's overcomplicated. That building there on the left hand side, this is Southall Gasworks. That no longer exists. That was knocked down about 4 or 5 months ago. Right, 90 mile an hour, 9 miles to London, and we're going to horn for Southall Station. Yes, I started watching from the Cop Row play. The Cop Row play? Oh, the co-op play. Is that what you mean, co-op play? Yeah, good building, Riddler. Cancel the dead man again. 8 miles to go. See if we can look out the road. Why does the sound of the train suddenly stop as soon as you turn to the left? Look. Dovetail, the manufacturers of this, yeah, they need to sort that out. This is the Hanwell Viaduct and Hanwell Station coming up ahead. So we're currently in 125 mile an hour speed limit. Now at the top right hand corner of the screen it says that in 2 miles the speed limit is going to be 100 miles per hour. Now obviously we can only do 90 mile an hour in this vehicle because 90 mile an hour is the top speed, but that drop in speed limit means that they're probably going to lower it again and lower it again the closer we get to Paddington. So we'll keep in mind to watch our speed limits that always appear in the top hand corner of the screen, just below the XP bar, or as they call it, the AP bar for some reason. Coming up to Ealing Broadway station, so you're going to horn for Ealing Broadway. 5.3 miles to go. So we're at maximum throttle, at maximum speed, have been for a while. Cancel the dead man handle. Right, looking at that speed in the top hand corner, right, it's going to go to an hour in 300 yards. So let's see what the next speed limit is after that. 4.5 miles to Paddington. This is where the concentration kicks in. No speed limit's been projected there. There we go, 50 mile an hour in 2.5 miles. So I'm just going to take the power off and coast. In the little display where the speed is, this is Acton mainline station, where the speed is, our current speed 88 miles per hour, that little circle below it indicates our acceleration or brake. If the number's white, it's acceleration. We've got 7 power notches, so 7 acceleration values that we can add there, and we've got 3 brake values and 1 emergency brake value. They will appear in yellow. So because it's saying 0 white, it's white and it's 0, that means that we're just coasting. We've not got any power on or any brake on. You can also manually do it here. So we can apply some brake here, that's brake 1, and if, oh no, sorry, that's power 1, my bad. Brake 1 on, and then the brake pressure gauge changes here, and on the head-up display, that's a little number 1 in yellow. So we're going to take that off. 1 mile for the 50 mile an hour speed limit, and that annoying buzzing sound was telling us that there's either a non-clear signal or some sort of track alteration like speed limit, but it always does it there for some reason and then clears there. So make sure there's no broomstick after you. I'll check the rear view mic. Yeah, it looks good. I'm going to apply some brake here. We're a little bit over speed for the speed limit that's coming up, even though we're going slightly uphill, so 50 mile an hour speed limit, 400 yards. Take the brake off. Oh, we're changing track. That signal there on the left hand side means we're changing track to the left. We had the green signal with the white bars pointing to the left side. Speed limit still, we're going slightly downhill. I'm going to apply a bit of brake here, just off a little bit there, so I'm coasting again. 1.7 miles to the station. This is our track move that we saw the signal saying that we was going to do. Coming off the what lane? Hello Dark Diamond. Whitey, how's it going? So 40 mile an hour speed limit in 800 yards. I'm currently coasting on a downhill section of track, so I'm going to keep it coasting, getting ready to brake as we get closer to that 40 mile an hour speed limit. Oh, the party lane. Nice one, Riddles. Brake notch 1 there, just slowing it down for the 40 mile an hour speed limit, and off and coasting. This is Westbourne Park's tube station that we're going under. Yeah, I'm happy with that speed there. 39 mile an hour, approaching a 40 speed limit with AWS clear. And we're changing track again to the right hand side this time, according to that signal. Now I know we've got a 25 coming up. Yeah, there we go, 25 mile an hour speed limit coming up. I'll keep it coasting for now at 38 mile an hour. And a yellow signal ahead of us. Is that yellow or double yellow? So I'm getting ready to cancel the AWS warning for that, and I'm going to apply brake notch 1 for the 20 mile an hour speed limit. Yeah, it's definitely a single yellow. cancel the warning for that yellow signal and take off the brake at 28 mile an hour with 500 yards to go for that speed limit marker and 800 yards for the actual station. There's our track move from the signal that we saw, moving to the right hand side. Coasting at 27 mile an hour, it's not too bad. Gonna put a little bit of brake one on here because I don't want to overspeed past that 25 mile an hour mark. And this is the platform of London Paddington Station, so I don't want to come in at 25, I want to come in at around about 10 to 15. That will do, so we come off at 16 and coast in. Brake one. Try and hit our markers without hitting the buffers at the end. A little bit too fast for me. Looks good. Right, let's open some doors. Where's the door release button for the right side? There we go. Turn our DRA on. Turn the reverser off. Brakes in full service. The train's going to go out the other way, so it change our lights at the to tail lights. Turn our cab light off. I think that's everything. Turn the key off. Right, we should be good to go. In fact, we've put that on as well. So we made it. All it's going to tell us to do now is close the doors when the passengers have loaded. Hey Sean, how's it going? Just about to end broadcast actually. Finally I made it safely to the station without killing anyone. Yeah, I'm ticking over, not too bad. I'm off work tomorrow, so don't know if you want to team up on GTA. Right, close the doors, and have we won? How many points do we get? Yeah, looks good. Wait, was I on time? Oh no, I was 4 minutes late. Oh well. Anyway guys, I'm going to end it there. Thanks for watching, and hopefully catch up with you on GTA tomorrow, Sean, if you're on, because I'm off work tomorrow. See you later, Riddles. See you later, Sean, and see you later, Rocks. See you next time.